So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. From the 23. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Alert! Hey, tight. Here we go.
Pressure coming, it's Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Again, Allen to the air. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Regular. 56.
To the air again, Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again.
73. Carl up, get it. Hey.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills formation down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
All 52. Regular. Out. What's that?
Throwing now on first down, Allen. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment, because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Crowd left, Yeti. Go silver, ready? No, go.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
No, touch. No, touch.
Hurts throwing again. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Miller! Okay. Stop. Yep.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Middle. Okay.
Back to the air, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
56. Five wide. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Half. Hey, home. Alert! What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, tight. Middle. Look out.
To throw again, it's Allen. He's on the move. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Half 10. Alert! Middle. Half. Gun. Look out.
Allen on 3rd and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Avonte Maddox comes up with it. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alert!
Back to the air, it's Allen after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Off 52. Regular. What's that?
2nd and 10 now. He's got Khalil Shakir. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Five wide. Half 85. That's it.
Blitz coming here. Allen looking right, and he finds him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Allen gonna throw again. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Middle.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught for the 1st. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st down, Allen. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. First down throw for Allen. We've got a screen to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Throwing it again here. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw now, Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Pass on for the extra point. Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Bass now to kick this away. Enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He's gonna loft one deep to the left. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they could focus, they could adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hurts to throw. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So it's second down coming up.
Bill King! Bill King! How about Yeti? Hey, Silver! Don't touch!
Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hauled in by Curt, left side. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Hurts trying again on second down. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Escapes the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
Oh, I hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Curt. You get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt not much more difficult.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've held them out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Hurts looking to throw. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. And it's the Bills beginning their drive here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. First tone of the game for James Cook. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Keely Ringo making the play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 36. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Five wide. Alert!
Allen now on 1st down. Looking to his fullback now. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Finds his fullback. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 3 now.
Alert! Hey, tight. You got it.
Again, Allen to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. And that one's gonna hit the turf.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
56, 56. Alert.
To throw again, it's Allen. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Regular. Out. Alert. What's that?
Allen on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Hey, easy. 63, back. Delta.
First down throwing for Hurts. On the move, headed right. And he goes down. The Bills got to him. And it's a sack as he heads out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Delta.
Another try following the sack. The Bills getting close, and they take him down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And they'll have a chance to run one play before time expires. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great. Set. On.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 73.
They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 17. Forced out to his right. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the... Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This taken from the 12. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take over at what looks to be the 43-yard line. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Flushed it, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. All I'm hearing in my head is touchdown to check down, because it was said about a gazillion times in the NFL to me when you get in the red zone. It's not sack. Touchdown to check down. You can't take a sack on 1st down in the red zone. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He's on the move. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Delta, set. Delta.
Curt's now from the gun. Chased out to his right. It's tipped away, and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
The kick by Hopkins is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Middle. 5 wide. Alert. Where's it?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And they pick him off again! Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Rasul Douglas picks it off!
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
56. Alert.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 27. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Half. Gun.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
56. Alert. Off 52. Regular.
Allen gonna throw again. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on first down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that brings up fourth and long.
Go Silver, ready?
On fourth down, Hurts. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They kick the running back in motion. Throw on third down. And they pick him off again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
On first down, Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it sets up second down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there, and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. And he goes down, the Bills got to him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's got time here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
It's fielded at the 14. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
5 wide. Look out.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Another one for Cook. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
One yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long.
Five wide. Hey, tight. Alert! Where's that?
To the air again, Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bills losing by 14. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Shakir with the grab. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Again, Allen to the air. Complete to Shakir. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. First down from the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Still sticking with the passing game. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Alert, alert, alert!
Throwing now. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Curt, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from Cincinnati.